Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee.
Hey everybody, my name is Chris Pavela and welcome to What Jesus Says About, where we see how you respond after Jesus speaks for himself on topics important to you. Topics like fasting. And fasting, when you see what Jesus says about it, it seems to assume it'll be a regular practice. It's a question of when, not if you fast. But fasting in the Christian tradition isn't just about stopping something. It's about stopping something so that you can pursue God instead. And so you can get creative with your fast. It doesn't just have to be about food. It's about the end result, not the means. And so I decided I would do 7 fasts in 7 weeks and then answer 3 questions. How hard was the fast? How did my faith grow during the fast? And how did I end the fast? Also, you can respond for yourself. And for week 1 in our 7 fasts in 7 weeks, I decided to start easy and do, drum roll please, a radio fast. And so the rules of a radio fast are pretty simple, just no radio. This meant no music, no audiobooks, no podcasts, nothing, just silence. And in that space then I would pray, and more specifically, every time I reached for the radio dial out of habit, I forced myself to sing a praise song. And oh, did I sing praise songs.
How great thou art.
And the first day of the radio fast was pretty easy. I was all jacked up and ready to go. It was like the first day at the gym where you hit the equipment hard and you're super enthusiastic. But the second day, that's where things started to get, a little bit harder. I was working from home on day 2 and the kids were also at home and they were being super loud. And I didn't realize how much I used music to block out noise around me. When I was working from home, I put on noise canceling headphones to just try to get some silence. Or like on day 3, I went to the grocery store and there's 3 stoplights between my house and the grocery store. And at every single stoplight, I reached for the radio dial just purely out of habit because I was that uncomfortable with just silence in the car. I needed to occupy my time. And every time I did, I forced myself to sing a praise song.
Then sings my soul.
And I guess the way this radio fast, made me realize how noisy our world is and how rare silence is, it made me ask some bigger questions. Because like when you're at the grocery store and you hear music overhead, or you're watching TV and you hear these over-the-top sound effects, all of that noise blocks out our thoughts and our emotions. It distracts us from ever having to deal with them. And I started to wonder, how many of our modern relational, emotional, or mental issues have to deal with our inability to sit in silence and deal with those thoughts and emotions. Because think about it, 200 years ago, if you wanted sound, you had to work really hard for it. You had to go to the marketplace to have a conversation, or you had to go to a concert hall to hear music. And now all of that sound, all of that noise is just the push of a button away, and it's artificial in some way. And back in the day, the majority of your time was spent in silence, where you had to fearlessly confront your thoughts and emotions. So that was the radio fast. Let's get to our 3 questions then. First question, how hard was the fast? Scale of 1 to 10, I'd give this a 6. It wasn't impossible, but it wasn't easy either. And I thought this would be a good fast to start our whole series of 7 fasts in 7 weeks, because I wanted something to work up towards the future fasts that I think are going to be much more challenging. Second question, how did my faith grow during the fast? Tremendously. I haven't sung that many praise and worship songs ever. And I'm a pretty musical guy, but I sang a ton. And I think that was good for my heart and my spirit. I felt lighter. And then just sitting in silence was good for me too. That personal discipline of sitting in silence was good, and being still with God. I just don't do that enough. And then the third question of how did I end the fast? Well, I ended it on Monday morning at my workout with the Coldplay XY album. I don't know why them, I just chose it. I was in the mood and it got me going for the workout, and it was fun. It was great to listen to them. So there you go. That was the radio fast, the first fast in our 7 fasts in 7 weeks. Do not forget to hit like and subscribe so that you can stay up to date on the future fasts and see how those come along, and you can follow along with me as we go on this journey together. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon.
How great thou art, how great thou